Hello, everyone, and welcome to All Things Politics. Let's get right to it. This is part two of a part two series we done on finally Black people have something to say to Donald Trump that would make him really want to hate us. Um, that being said, I want to continue where I left off at. The point that a lot of us have. A lot of us marginalized African Americans here in the United States have to say about this whole thing is this: until we as a people start to first love ourselves so that we can love one another, all that has to take place in order for us to unite so that we can combat those things that we know attempt or try to do the most harm to us. Until we come together as a people, until we resolve these issues in our communities that are, to a larger extent or larger part, issues we've created for ourselves, it makes no sense to go and fight or to demonize Donald Trump when we see what's happening in our own communities. We have the CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus, on the podium in front of cameras. To a lot of us, that's just the same old, same old. Nothing has changed. This is occurring because we don't have our ish together. We have Black Congress people, senators, who are in politics, who vote for things that doesn't make sense to us on the bottom end, who contribute things to other people other than Black, other countries, other than the USA, before they confront the issues that we have here. We see our brothers and sisters in politics selling us out. Now they're up there upset because Donald Trump is snatching away social services, civil rights, human rights, things of that nature. They're not realizing that they're a part of the problem. They're in that arena and they turn blind eyes to a lot of things that they know are wrong in politics. They will not address them. They'll allow certain lobbyists to come and convince them to vote one way when they know in their souls they should vote another. Look at our communities. I don't care what state in the union you would rather look at. You can name. We're all doing bad. A lot of you get up there and you talk about things that have nothing to do with us. That does not help anything in terms of making our lives better. And if you're saying, oh, yes, we do, and yes, we have, but they won't do this, then you shouldn't do it either. If they're not willing to help you pass something that will bring change or bring resources, bring education, bring healthcare to your communities, you shouldn't support nothing. They shut the government down. Half of you do not vote the same. You don't have the same interests. Half of you cut each other off at the knees. And you wonder why Donald Trump feels so emboldened. He sees the disarray, he sees the disconnect, like most in society do in the Black community, especially in politics. We have sisters and brothers out there helping other countries to kill other people by massive numbers. Billions and billions of dollars going to military assistance to other countries to kill other people. while your people here in the United States suffer, don't have housing, does not have proper education, can't get a job, can't pay their bills because insurance, taxes, and everything is just too high. Now we're supposed to be excited because you guys are saying, oh, we've come together to fight Trump. You won't come together to fight the issues in our community with each other, the issues you have with each other, the issues we have with each other. A lot of us think that this is all a front. You're so ensconced in the politics of doing nothing that we think this is really something you're doing. And when the ish hits the fan, most of you are never on the front lines. In fact, none of you are. Your careers mean everything. And this is probably why you vote the way you do in Congress and in the Senate. When you know those votes shouldn't go towards that thing you know will cause more harm and damage to the people. But you love your careers. You don't want someone to vote you out of your district, so you go alone. Maybe you've been threatened. Who knows? But what we do know is that you people have not been supporting us. You aren't up there representing us. So go as it as you may, say as you will, talk that stuff, and for everybody else who believes in what you're saying, then so be it. The purpose of All Things Politics 26 right now is to show and point out the hypocrisy that we see every day with our people. We're doing this to ourselves. It's not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is only emboldened because he sees the lack of unity amongst us, like most other people do. Most other ethnic races, they see it firsthand. So I'm going to continue this piece, part 2 of finally Black people have something Donald Trump will hate. And it's my hope that someone sees this. And not just this channel saying this, but there are other channels. There are other brothers and sisters who are speaking up and speaking out. You people are up there, and the first thing you're supposed to be doing is pushing for your constituents, and your constituents are the Black population. Your title says it. Congressional Black Caucus and other Black organizations. Where's the push for reparations? Where are you guys on that? Here's the rest of this clip, and this clip is courtesy of the Defiant Lawyers Network. We want to send a shout out to them. We appreciate the use of this clip. Our disclaimer is a part of this message piece. So thanks a lot for the use of this clip.
Donald Trump once asked Black America the question, what the hell do you have to lose? The answer is everything under his administration. We know that under the Trump administration, civil rights is under attack, voting rights is under attack, reproductive rights under attack, racial justice under attack, social justice under attack, economic justice under attack, Black entrepreneurship under attack. What the hell does Black America have to lose under Donald Trump? The answer clearly is everything. Black America is under attack. The United States of America has been under attack by the failed policies of a failed president and sycophants in the Republican Party who continue to act like nothing more than a reckless rubber stamp for Donald Trump's extreme agenda. Under the Trump administration, the Black unemployment rate is up, the Black home ownership rate is down, and healthcare is being ripped away from millions of Americans, disproportionately impacting Black and brown communities and lower income white communities throughout the nation. But we're here as members of the Congressional Black Caucus, civil rights leadership, faith leaders, leaders of the Divine Nine organizations, standing together to make clear that we're not going to step back, we're here to fight back. Right. And to make sure we protect the interests of Black America and all of the United States of America. Yeah. And as John Lewis would often encourage us to do, we will continue to show up. We will continue to stand up. We will continue to speak up. We'll summon that character, that courage, that conviction of those upon whose shoulders in this Black History Month we proudly stand upon. And together we're going to end this national nightmare and continue this country's march toward a more perfect union. God bless you all. And now it's my...
Now, let me say here that there is some latency with the video. Please just overlook that. I see it. I don't know that you're seeing it, but even if you are, just overlook it because it's really unimportant. We're getting the message and it is firing me absolutely up. All right. So let's go back.
Honor to introduce my big sister in the Congress, a classmate of mine, past chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, an incredible champion for her communities and all communities. I'm Hakeem Jeffries, and I approve this message on behalf of Joyce Beatty.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. I am Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, representing Ohio's 3rd Congressional District and proud to be Chair Emerita of the Congressional Black Caucus. Today, we members of the Congressional Black Caucus stand united with our civil rights leaders, with our Divine Nine, business leaders, and faith leaders. We are here to honor our legacy and to move forward to fight for justice, equity, and equality for Black Americans and for all Americans. But just as Black history is American history, justice for Black Americans is justice for all Americans. For more than 55 years, the Congressional Black Caucus has fought to empower the more than 120 million Americans and 20 million Black Americans that we represent. Our mission has been steadfast and undeterred to uplift and empower the Black community. The task is more urgent now than ever before. We have navigated a struggling economy, attacks on our democracy, and one unprecedented crisis after another, and yet we still stand. Today we stand against the calculated campaign led by Donald Trump and his allies to dismantle, to gut, to suffocate voting rights and civil rights.
That is very important. I have been telling you that this is a targeted attack on Black Americans, on civil rights, on voting rights. I've been telling you that. This is not just some sort of general anti-DEI attack. This attack is targeted on us, Black Americans. And that's why, again, I'm elated to see these leaders come together, unite, organize. All right?
I take it that this gentleman here is speaking, the host of the show, The Defiant Lawyers Network. I take it that he and those in front of us are under the impression that we have not been under attack or that the attack has never ceased. It seems as though they're trying to make like this is some new stuff, that this is new. And it's not. President Biden attacked our communities. These people would have us think not. Barack Obama attacked the communities. A lot of you would say, oh, well, he bought the health care there. He did not help the Black community. We can go back further. We've been under attack by every administration in the country's history. in some form or fashion. Maybe the only president that didn't attack us outwardly was John F. Kennedy. Maybe that's why he died or was assassinated, excuse me. But they make like this is something new. Black folk in this country have been under attack since they got here, since after slavery, since Reconstruction, Jim Crow, everything, everything. We have been under attack. This is nothing new. To make like, okay, yeah, we're under attack, and I'm so proud that we're standing at. We've been under attack, and it seems to a lot of us that some of us have become used to being attacked. There's so much more going on that deserves the CBC's attention, these so-called civil rights organizations' attention that is occurring in our communities. They take trips all over the world and they discuss issues with other world leaders about their people, their program. They're not. How often are they in the communities talking to those in the community who are fighting with nothing, who know very well that there has not been an attack against us. They've attacked us so much that we now attack ourselves. Some of you may call what I'm saying an attack. I think I'm speaking truth to power. Everything is above board in terms of what I'm saying. If they want to impress that they are mounting up for war, then they have to get in their heads that in order for that to happen, they have to make sure that the soldiers who will lead the fight, no doubt, are in order. We're not in order. Putting the cart before the horse, if you ask me. And I think that is what you guys have always done. Most of you are rich. Most of you cannot comprehend or relate to what's going on the street level. Most of you don't have to see it. You send an aide out, someone to talk for you. Your schedules are too busy, they're too full to go through these communities once a month, twice a month, tap in, touch bases with the people, go grassroots. A lot of us are starting to think that we need a new order. A lot of us are starting to think that we need not even be a part of this political system. We should have our own. A lot of us are thinking we need to self-segregate. A lot of us are not thinking like you guys are thinking. You guys are under an old order that hasn't brought any change to the people. So say what you will, say what you must. We're willing to wager that because we don't have our stuff together first, anything that you hope to derail in terms of what Donald Trump wants to do, 2025 and all this stuff, it won't pan out. Because the people aren't together. People don't back most of you. Most of you allow others to come into the communities you say you represent. Now, the community does not represent you. You want to wonder why 10 million or 20 million blacks voted for Trump. Think about that. Think about that.
Let's continue.
And all of our other protections. We stand against their efforts to whitewash and purge our history from classrooms, from books, from institutions and public life.
Again, that is nothing new. the erasure of Black history, of African-American history, of African-American contributions, inventions, innovations, ideas, genius, intellect, the usurping of the intellect, the intellectual properties of Black people. This is nothing new. Have always been stolen, taken, covered over, erased, minimized. It's nothing new. Again, we would like to thank the Defiant Lawyers Network for the use of this clip. We appreciate that very much. This is All Things Politics. And on that note, I'm going to end this part of the broadcast. We like to say, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel so that we can continue to be more informative or bring information to the people as well as education. We end with saying, take care of yourself and each other.